News 3 Now at 6 begins right now. And thanks for joining us. Developing this afternoon, we now know it was an officer, not a suspect, who shot and injured a fellow Madison police officer last weekend on State Street. The State Department of Justice sharing that update with us this afternoon. They are handling that investigation. Our Brad Hamilton live with what else was in that update. Brad?
Well, the DOJ says that Keith Brown is the officer that shot another officer while trying to arrest a 19-year-old boy, and I should say, I guess, man. But we are still trying to figure out the exact details of how these shots were fired and if it was at directly the suspect or if it was on accident. But the DOJ says Officer Keith Brown is the person who fired his gun during the attempted arrest of the 19-year-old. That night, a Madison police officer recognized Richardson on their State Street surveillance camera. Richardson's record showed that he wasn't allowed to be out after 10 p.m., so officers confronted Richardson near Monday's bar, and he tried running away. Now, police noticed that he had a gun while they were chasing him, and as they were struggling to arrest Richardson, the DOJ says that Officer Brown inadvertently fired his gun and hit another officer who has now since been released from the hospital. Now, I talked to Richardson's lawyer, Stan Woodard, late this afternoon. He admits that his client should not have broken his bail, but Woodard also believes Madison police muffed the explanation, making it initially sound like Richardson was the one who shot the officer.
I'm not at all saying that he's justified, my client is justified in what he did. That was completely wrong. I'm not trying to go there with anyone, but what I'm saying is, there's something suspicious about how this information is trickling out.
MPD did say that Keith Brown is on administrative leave until this investigation is completed. And coming up later tonight at 10, we're going to hear more from Richardson's lawyer, just about everything that we talked about in an interview earlier today. But reporting live tonight in Madison, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
Brad Hamilton tonight. Brad, thank you. And some incredible video. This from the town of Madison. Police are still searching for one person who is suspected of crashing into a squad car while fleeing officers this morning. Officers responded to Sunnyvale Lane for a report of someone shooting out of a car window. When officers spotted the suspect vehicle, which had been stolen from Janesville, the suspects crashed into a squad car while trying to escape. They then both got out and ran off. Police found 3 guns in the car. One of the suspects, a 17-year-old from Janesville, was arrested this morning. A second suspect remains on the loose. The man suspected in a deadly shooting at the Wilderness Resort is now facing a reckless homicide charge for his alleged involvement. Court records show 24-year-old Rodane Matthews was charged last Thursday with first-degree reckless homicide. Happened shortly after 2:30 in the morning on October 9th. After an altercation, he is currently being held on a $750,000 bond. Police in Milwaukee are still searching for a missing 3-year-old boy after an Amber Alert over the weekend. The child's mother was found dead in the backyard of a home in Milwaukee. Yesterday, the man who is suspected of killing her, Jaheim Clark, was also found dead of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Today, the suspect vehicle was discovered in Milwaukee, but the boy has still not been found. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now. Meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
Eric, it looks like fall right now. A lot of leaves changing, plenty of pumpkins behind me, but it feels a little warmer for us this afternoon than where we should be for the end of October. Not complaining, it's still comfortable outside, but we're a smidge above average. A really beautiful sunset for us just within the last hour. A lot of color dancing across the sky. Temperature-wise, we're already starting to back off a little bit in the upper 60s as we saw high temperatures earlier today in the lower 70s. Temps early this morning in the upper 30s throughout southern Wisconsin. Areas north of the Dells dealing with some patchy frost early today. Temperatures tonight certainly won't be quite as cool. We have our breeze coming in from the south. We're only going to drop to the mid-40s for overnight lows. Tomorrow afternoon, yet again, seeing high temperatures in the low 70s with partly sunny skies. Now, we still will have a little bit of a mild trend for the middle of the week, but it's going to come along with some rain chances before we get to the weekend. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
Dana, thanks. Here's a snapshot of today's COVID-19 numbers in Wisconsin. The 7-day average for new deaths per day is now at 15. The average daily count about 2,100. And Tommy Thompson sticking to his guns when it comes to COVID, but may have his hand forced at some schools. The interim UW system president says plenty of students are getting vaccinated without a mandate. Brady Mallory joins us with why that plan could need some tweaking next year. Brady?
Well, Thompson chose to go against what other Big Ten schools are doing. He created a vaccine incentive program for students instead of requiring them to get the shot. Today, Thompson visited UW-Platteville this afternoon to promote that program. Platteville has not reached the 70% threshold to make students eligible for the $7,000 scholarships. However, 7 other state schools have. UW-Madison is not part of the program, but more than 90% of its students are vaccinated.
But if we had problems, we would consider a mandate. But right now, I want you to know that the positivity rate on our campuses is below 1%. It's about 0.09% on our campuses. That means we're probably the safest place in the state. We are the safest place.
The Biden administration's push to require vaccines at all companies with 100 or more employees could complicate Thompson's plans. He says schools that hold federal contracts, including UW-Madison, could lose them and wouldn't be able to apply for new ones if the schools don't follow the vaccine requirement. And that would mean losing billions in federal funding, according to Thompson. He says he's meeting with campus leaders to figure out which schools would need to comply, adding they're studying it completely right now.
Brady, thank you. Flags were lowered to half staff at the White House and State Department to mark the passing of former Army General Secretary of State Colin Powell, who died today of complications of COVID-19. In announcing his death on social media, Powell's family said he had been fully vaccinated. One of Powell's longtime aides said he had been treated over the past few years for multiple myeloma, a blood cancer. Colin Powell was 84. And today, we're talking to UW Dr. Jeff Pothoff about the news of Colin Powell's passing. He says Powell did everything he could to protect himself, but the community didn't do everything it could do to protect him.
So between his advanced age and his comorbid medical conditions, it's unlikely that his body was able to make a robust response to those vaccines. And I think the message is not that vaccines don't work, but, as a community, we didn't work together enough to protect Colin Powell. If enough folks around him had been vaccinated, he would probably not have come in contact with COVID-19.
Next at 6, Milwaukee Alderwoman Shantia Lewis, a Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate, is pleading not guilty to criminal charges as she took more than $20,000 in campaign funds and made false travel reimbursements from the city. Lewis faces 4 felonies and a misdemeanor in Milwaukee County Circuit Court. She's currently one of 12 Democratic candidates in the Senate race for the seat currently held by U.S. Senator Ron Johnson. State Republicans want to create a model civics course and make it a requirement for Wisconsin high schools. That bill already passed the Assembly. It's set next for a vote in the Senate. Naomi Coles talked to civics experts and visited a local classroom to understand what good civics education looks like in Wisconsin today. Naomi?
Yeah, Eric, most high school students in Wisconsin already study civics, but only a few districts study it quite like Middleton does, where students actually become what they're learning instead of just reading about it.
Are there any motions on the floor? I'll get the bell out to everyone. This class helped me not only understand what I believed, but what also all the topics and all the issues that politics covers.
You can find one of Wisconsin's most celebrated civics classes
Motion carried.
right here in Middleton.
But on the first day of class, we really introduce it as you're a member of the legislature, your job starts now.
Today, students debated a bill legalizing the death penalty.
Research the crime.
It failed 18-1.
And now we're at the point in the class where they choose their own topic and start writing their own piece of legislation. And a lot of times that comes from personal experience and things they've become really passionate about. And that sparks so many great conversations between the students because they can share, I chose prescription drug costs because I've seen my family struggle with the cost of medication.
Civics education in Wisconsin is in the spotlight. A bill is waiting on a Senate vote that would create a course for high school students and make civics education a high school requirement.
About 70% of students in Wisconsin are already in school districts that require such a course.
UW Dean of Education Diana Hess says she supports a civics requirement.
We're one of the very few states in the country that doesn't.
But she and many educator organizations in the state oppose the GOP-backed bill because they believe lawmakers or any non-civics expert shouldn't be writing or deciding what curriculum is used.
Civics generally gets a bad rap as being really boring. So in a good civics class, students are learning about contemporary and often very controversial, real, authentic political issues, and they're learning how to talk about them with people who agree and disagree.
About campaign
For 10 years in Middleton, following a model first developed by Chicago teachers, that's what happens.
Even though it can feel a little risky to put the students in charge and really empower them to take over, that it's so much more rewarding in the end.
This course will culminate in January when 6 teachers and their 11 classes come together for a full legislature, voting on the bills that were written and passed through each classroom.
Naomi, thank you. And still to come at 6, nighttime flight training happening this week in Madison. Plus, from Massachusetts to Wisconsin on 2 wheels, why this man is again riding his bike the more than 1,600 miles. That's next.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available ProPower onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
For over 60 years, Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland has brought joy and happiness to Midwest families. And now through Wednesday, we're celebrating our Toyland tradition by offering great deals for everyone's wish list. Like this remote control cat truck, only $42.99. Women's Alfred Dunner fashion collections are half off. Plus, help others' wishes come true with Kids Helping Kids. Donate new unwrapped toys and we'll match up to $200,000. Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, where wishes come true for everyone. Don't miss our store-wide celebration now through Wednesday.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
What is all this?
We call them options.
Options? Don't make me laugh.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Welcome back. A heads up for people in the Madison area. The 115th Fighter Wing at Truax Field will once again be conducting nighttime training flights this week. Tonight through Thursday night, people living near the airfield can expect to see and hear the F-16s taking off and landing until about 9 p.m. Next at 6, over 100,000 people are on the waiting list for a kidney. That's according to the National Kidney Donation Organization. And one Wisconsin man is making it his mission to raise awareness about kidney donations. Brittany Dobbins shows us how he's doing it.
Mark Scotch rode his bike all the way from Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts back to Plover, Wisconsin. And he started his trek on September 19th.
It's just fun for me. I just like riding, so I always find something to look at, something to do.
Enjoying the scenery while riding for a mission on what he calls the Oregon Trail.
It struck me so hard personally when I just heard that so many people are dying every day because of lack of kidneys. And, 13 every day seems like a large number, but it's also a number that I think we can affect as individuals.
This mission started around a year ago, right after he decided to donate his kidney.
So demonstrate that you can go back to a normal life. I mean, I'm not 25 years old, I'm not a super athlete or anything. I'm just a normal guy.
While riding to spread his message, Mark meets people along the way, and one of those people is Jim Bryan.
I'm a 39-year kidney recipient.
Jim got the kidney from his brother.
And it was a perfect match, and all's been going well.
Jim was also one of the people who welcomed Mark home from his trip today. They both say they are inspirations to each other.
Each other, yes.
We're kind of the opposite end of it. He's recipient, I'm a donor, so it's kind of interesting.
Yes.
to learn from each other.
So.
The bottom line for Mark is raising awareness for kidney donations and body functionality after donating.
There's an urgent need. People are dying, and if people are healthy enough to donate a kidney, they're healthy enough to go back to what they were doing, and I think that's the key.
That was Brittany Dobbins reporting. One of Mark's stops was in New York because he says that's where his donated kidney ended up. He's also in the running for USA Today's Humankind finalist for the Triumph of the Year category. People can vote for the finalists until the end of the month. Up next at 6, we'll check back in with Dana Fulton to get our full forecast for the rest of the work week. Stay with us.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone chilling.
Folks, there's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
Right now at Feldco, get 50% off windows. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
We all dream of big things. A boat, a second home, or simply a better future for those around us. At the Burrish Group at UBS, we're invested in your dreams, no matter how big or small, because we believe anything can be achieved with the right plan and goals in mind. Because when dreams come true, it's an experience that lasts a lifetime. Call the Burrish Group today.
Why settle for any Medicare plan when you can choose 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plans exclusively from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz CashCard gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Learn more now by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today.
Govan Cars is selling 2018 Subaru Foresters starting only $15,995 or $249 per month.
That's right. Govan Cars is having a huge sale on 2018 Subaru Foresters starting at $15,995 or $249 per month.
So hurry today and just ask for my daughter, Krista the Pistol Govan.
Or my dad, Don the Dealman Govan.
Go to Govan Cars East or West with over 500 vehicles to choose from.
You gotta go to Govan, GovanCars.com.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Well, welcome back. With your help this year, we were able to collect more than 5,400 coats and winter clothing items for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. Up next now is the distribution, and there are multiple opportunities to get a coat. The first is at Monona Terrace. That's next Saturday and Sunday. Then another chance at the Goodman Community Center on Saturday, November 6th. Leaders of the local faith community gathering at the state capitol today in a combined effort to raise awareness about climate change. It comes as the United Nations prepares for the COP26 Climate Change Conference later this month in Scotland. The meeting will bring together world leaders, scientists, and activists to push toward meeting the goals of the Paris Climate Agreement. Time now for our certified most accurate weather now. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana.
We had a pretty nice afternoon today. It's really hard to have a case of the Monday blues when there's so much sunshine and our temperatures are sitting in a pretty good spot. Here's a live look over Platteville right now. So the sun has set. We have a little bit of light right along the horizon, and now things are going to cool down a little more overnight. But not quite as cool as what we were at this morning. In fact, as we look ahead to tomorrow, it's still going to be mild outside. Our breeze still coming in from the south in front of our next system. This cold front off to the west is going to drive some warmer air in still for Tuesday and then cross overhead. The center of the system really crossing right on over for us during the day on Wednesday. So that's going to lead to some showers and possibly a few isolated thunderstorms developing for us during the day on Wednesday. Wednesday will still be mild, but behind the system, we get a little cooler trend for the back half of the work week. So enjoy the sunshine yet again for your Tuesday. Mild temperatures, at least above average temperatures for the next few days, with those rain chances expected to build in for Wednesday and possibly into early Thursday morning. No rain for tonight or for Tuesday, though. Still dry on our Doppler track, and it'll stay that way for the next about 24 hours. Overnight, mostly clear skies, but with that breeze coming in from the south, it won't be quite as cool for us tonight. Temperatures dropping to the mid to upper 40s to start off your Tuesday. For Tuesday afternoon, plenty of sunshine with high temperatures yet again in the low 70s, so over 10 degrees above average for tomorrow. Our cloud coverage increases overnight into Wednesday, and for Wednesday, our shower chances will start to develop later in the day. We could see some moments of heavy rainfall, possibly a few isolated thunderstorms mixed in, but really just scattered showers expected for late Wednesday and into early Thursday morning. Notice that slight chance still rotating in for early Thursday, but much of the rain pulling off to the east after that. It does look like we'll stay dry for this upcoming weekend. Now the following week brings a few more rain chances into the area. So because of this, we've started to trend a bit above average in that 6 to 10 day outlook. Our temperature trend still above average as well, because even though we're talking about a small cool down, looking ahead to next week, it's still above average at that point. This is our normal line. Of course, for tomorrow and for Wednesday, temperatures holding close to 70. Those temperatures will start to back off a little bit towards the end of the week, but that's trending above average for this time of year. Those shower chances developing during the day on Wednesday, likely staying dry from Thursday all the way through the weekend. With a lighter breeze at night, Friday night and Saturday night, we could see some patchy frost yet again. Temperatures will drop down to the middle 30s for overnight lows. Temperatures heading into next week, that's when we kind of warm back up just a little bit closer to 60 for afternoon highs. And it does look like almost every day will fall into a pattern of variably cloudy skies. So just a little more cloud coverage than sunshine, and a chance for showers extending through most of the work week.
New week, new honors. A couple of Badgers are being recognized for their performances over the weekend. We got that coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers.
Stock up on everything you need for your furry or feathered friends right now at Menards. Our pet department has a great selection of everything, from dog toys to birdseed. Attract a wide variety of different wild birds to your feeder with Enchanted Garden bird food. It's made with the best high-quality ingredients that will keep birds coming back for more. Right now, all birdseed is 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
This Halloween, we could all use a treat. The goblins, the grandpas, the robots, and the giant pancakes. Because this year, the best house on the block is the International House of Pancakes.
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pill after pill that just masks your ED. Fix it for good. We can make the difference. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers.
News 3 Now and Channel 3000 put top stories and breaking news at your fingertips. Video alerts and forecasts, simple and fast. Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Tomorrow morning, we're talking turkey and all the fixins.
I'll be live at Goodman Community Center to share how you can help bring Thanksgiving meals to 4,000 local families.
And a big cold front on the way. We're going to have the latest tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
It didn't take long for Wisconsin's Braylon Allen to make a name for himself. The 17-year-old running back is the Big Ten Freshman of the Week after yet another standout performance. Against Army, Allen rushed 16 times for over 100 yards and scored the Badgers' first touchdown of the game off a 33-yard run. Now, this is the second straight game he's racked up over 100 rushing yards. And in doing that, Allen moves into elite company, becoming Wisconsin's first true freshman to do that since Jonathan Taylor's 4 consecutive in 2017.
Definitely cool to see that. Definitely a confidence booster, and I can't thank my O-line and coaches enough. Obviously, the O-line for making it pretty easy for me.
It's been impressive how he's kind of handled everything, and he's been consistent to it, and that's a good starting point. But it's he's got a hunger about him, but he's got a humbleness. I think that's a good blend.
Also in Badger football, wide receiver Devin Chandler has entered the transfer portal. The redshirt freshman played in 10 games while at Wisconsin. Now, during that time, he had 2 catches for 28 yards and returned 10 kickoffs, one of the biggest during the Duke's Mayo Bowl last season for 59 yards. And the honors just keep coming in for the Badgers. Nicole Lamontia earned WCHA's Defender of the Week after playing a large role in Wisconsin's overtime win against Minnesota Duluth just yesterday. Lamontia had a hand on offense, assisting on the Badgers' first goal where she recorded her 50th career point, then scoring her own. And on defense, she blocked 7 shots. Well, the injuries just keep racking up for Green Bay, but as that list continues to grow, another shortens. The Packers could be welcoming back an essential player from the physically unable to perform list. Matt LaFleur said earlier today he anticipates David Bakhtiari being out at practice this week, but that time will only tell when he'll be ready to get into real game action. Now, for the last 6 weeks, Bakhtiari has been ineligible to play or practice because of his ACL tear last season, but now a 3-week window opens up for him to return to practice.
You don't want to just throw somebody out there. We want to make sure that, number one, that physically his knee is, in great shape, and then he's not at further risk of doing more damage to it. And then also, I think there's a confidence factor that you develop by just playing football, whether that's in practice. And so there is a ramp-up period.
Dana?
Thanks, Jordan. We're looking ahead to another sunny day tomorrow with high temperatures yet again in the low 70s. So it doesn't quite feel like the end of October, but at least it looks like fall outside now. Our next rain chance develops during the day on Wednesday. That's going to lead to a slight chance for showers early Thursday morning. And after that, we're into a dry stretch all the way through the weekend. Partly sunny skies sticking with us through the weekend with temperatures in the 50s for afternoon highs. Overnight lows, though, will be down to the middle 30s. So some patchy frost will be possible early Saturday and Sunday mornings, thanks in part to a calmer breeze heading into the weekend. Our next rain chances bringing us more of a soggy setup next week. Not a lot of accumulation, but on and off showers likely for most of the work week.
All right, Dana, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. Have a great evening. We'll be back here tonight at 10.